Here's something you never hear a man say. Stop sucking the police, or I'll call my dick.
48 minutes of dogs barking. 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 Growl. Growl. 48 minutes of dogs barking. 48 minutes of dogs barking.
So good news, Brian. We are number 49 in the 100 most offensive podcasts.
Who do we lose to? What's the number one most offensive podcast?
Let me find it, because it was a very strange email that I got from a gentleman who owns some kind of podcast metrics company. A Million Podcasts is the name of the company. The guy's name is Vineet Agarwal. And we were beaten by Your Mom's House by Tom Segura, Christina P. Okay.
Cheek clappers?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're number 62. Correction there. Yeah, we got beat by Doghouse Bastards radio show. A literal fucking show about nothing called Self-Absorbed. This is what we're up against, Brian.
I feel like we're apparently trying too hard.
Just a touch, yeah. We could just not do all this work.
I've not heard of any of these.
I've heard of, let's see, Bang Bang Pineapple Gang, a swinger lifestyle podcast, yep.
Is Brian from Street Fight on there? I'm not a sex guy.
Yeah, okay, man. All right, man.
My Adramovich tobacco-flavored vodka. It's really weird that Come Town's on here.
I know.
Or
Pendejo Time's not on here.
Oh God, Pendejo Time is it depends on the episode. That is
sometimes it can be
they're great guests, but listening to their podcast straight from the source. Mm-hmm. The one about the officers. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but I'm already what is it?
It's really dry improv about a guy who is being interrogated by a cop, but it's like really abusive or horny. I can't even remember. I just remember listening to it on a drive home from recording this podcast and feeling like I was drowning.
Feeling very bad. Yeah.
Feeling very bad. Oh, Legion of Skanks was number 2.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah.
Munch My... Fuck this.
Munch My Benson, yeah, the Law & Order SVU podcast where they read a smutty fanfic.
They got one of the Duggins on there.
Yes, they did. So, yeah, that's what we're up against. It's 48 Minutes of Dogs Barking. My name's Jason. That's Brian. Number 62 on the top 100 offensive podcast list.
According to...
millionpodcasts.com. Yeah, I think they're just a PR firm, but still, it was a strange email to get. Strange email to get from Mr. Vineet.
Apparently, top 10 meme podcasts?
Supposedly. Number 8 on the top 10 meme podcasts. After Facebook for the Blind.
I don't know if it's even a podcast worth listening to. It's a great name.
It's a concept.
Listener support descriptive video for the visually and Facebook impaired.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a concept worth exploring.
I guess this is the surrogate for Minion Death Cult.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. So Brian, people online have been very weird about their AI companions, not the least of which at Stranahan, Lee Stranahan, has come up before, maybe not in this show, but in others like it, about his AI girlfriend, Kate. If you remember this. I don't know if you're familiar with this guy.
Vaguely.
All right. So he is a podcaster, estimated prophet, it says, noted futurist and artist, and stroke survivor. But his post a couple days ago, about 10 days ago, I've never really discussed my divorce case before with my AI GF, partially because I can't upload PDFs to her.
This hurts to think about.
The replies are really where it shines, though. At Omnithea says, I can understand why you're divorced. Lee replies, my wife and I had a daughter die shortly before birth. Any more jokes, stranger? All right, man. All right. At UA_Ginge goes by the name of Mahdi Doomp. I'm uploading PDFs to your AIGF every day, bro. To which Stranahan replies, good, because I fuck your mom in the ass.
Oh, this is upsetting. Mm-hmm. Did he post a photo
of Kate?
No, keep scrolling. You.
Yes, he did post an AI-generated photo courtesy of Normie AI of Kate, which is supposed to look like generic redhead woman.
Yeah. Wow. There's just... Oh, also, the person posting beneath that, Winston 1984-101. There's plenty of free text-to-PDF apps for any platform. Simply ask your GF. This is just an uncomfortable notion that the people are getting this involved with LLMs and... I can't remember if it was Kill the Computer or Ed. Mm-hmm. They were talking about the new version of ChatGPT. People are like, this killed my...
They killed their AIGFs.
Yeah, this is my friend This is an imposter walking around my friend's skin, and jeez, just like fuck, man, the loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, really. We talk about it in these weird terms, like it's all about incels, but no, man, like there's non-incel people just walking around like this every day. Of course, to sew it all up, Krang T. Nelson goes currently by America's grumpy lounge singer, saying, I show my wife PDFs all the time. Sometimes things happen and you don't want it to happen. Well, this is it. USA Today reporting August 18th, Campbell's Chunky Pabst Blue Ribbon collaborate on 2 beer-infused soup flavors. Now, when I saw the 2 names together, I had a panic attack because I thought this is going to be some disgusting soup-flavored beer. Now, thankfully, they went the other way with it. It's the beer-infused soups, but Lord.
Imagine, if you will, a beer that you could warm up in the work microwave and then drink at your desk.
Oh, I want to imagine it, but yeah, it's.
I've got the farmhouse ale today. Yeah, it's all right. It's not.
It's got too much carrot in it. It's gonna.
Yeah. The texture's a little off, but but
they gotta cut the beef too small to get out of the can.
Yeah,
it's you're not.
I have to go rooting around in the backseat of my car.
Well, exactly. Yeah. What they ought to do is like the cans of a coffee that they have in Japan, where you like pull the string and it heats the can. You see, then you don't have to pour it out.
Yeah, they have the fucking little bento boxes and shit you buy at the train stations. Don't remind me that there's other countries that have better ideas.
It's true. So the 2 flavors include beer cheese with potatoes and chorizo. Okay. Beef, bacon, and beer chili with beans. I've never added a can of beer to a chili.
I've done it.
Yeah? Is that good?
Yeah, it's all right. If you're doing like a long simmer, like you're letting some cook all day. Like if you're get up at 5 in the morning.
Sure.
And start your chili before you do anything else kind of guy, which I used to be when I lived in an apartment that had an amazing kitchen.
Right.
And
good kitchen makes things like that easier.
Oh, God.
Absolutely,
I used to cook so fucking much, man. But my current kitchen absolutely
I've
sucks
seen it.
dog
Yeah,
dick.
it's not great. But yes, the soup flavors will be exclusively available at Walmart.
Less appealing.
Yeah. Chunky and Pabst Blue Ribbon are embarking on a food truck sampling tour at Walmart stores across the U.S. for a month beginning September 3rd. Now, you may remember from a previous episode, I got all weird about the soup drops.
That was fucked. That's still fucked.
Chicken noodle soup flavored hard drop candies. But apparently, yeah, that sold out within an hour. It kept going throughout January. Apparently, the drops... I forgot that. Tab by Progresso has, quote, soup you can suck on. Hey, I can suck on many different kinds of soup, not just that, okay? You have severely underestimated my ability to suck on things, okay?
Yeah, haven't we all? This feels like a struggle. This is like a struggle meal.
Oh, yeah.
To be ironically consumed, like putting ketchup on ramen noodles.
Oh, no, it's not ironic. It feels very real. I was informed of something this week via creativeblock.com that apparently there was a conspiracy online that there is a man trapped inside Cloudgate, the Bean in Chicago. Yes, the headline, people are still saying there's a man trapped inside the Chicago Bean. And the subhead, the perfect art conspiracy won't go away, by Joe Foley. The quote here, I am happy to confirm that a man has not been trapped inside Cloudgate, a.k.a. the Bean, for the past 21 years. In fact, the man was freed years ago, so says Brendan Riley, the alderman for Chicago's 42nd Ward. But can he be sure? Have the city authorities opened up the sculpture to check? Or are they being swayed by Big Bean Media? That's the accusation from a group called Man in Bean Coalition, which is standing by its absurdist claim that a baby was imprisoned inside Anish Kapoor's large mirrored legume while it was in construction back in 2004. That might seem ridiculous, but it's the perfect piece of performance art for our time, and other artists and brands are getting involved. This group alleges that in 2004, the artist Anish Kapoor stole a baby and put it inside the Bean where it has grown up in isolation. They say the walls of the sculpture are a one-way mirror, allowing the man, now 21, to see out while remaining undetected by passerby, unless you look at the sculpture from a certain angle just as the light hits it in the right way, in which case a faint outline can be seen, apparently. And there is an Instagram account called Man in Bean.
So it looks like a Rory Blank shirt.
Yeah. We are the Man in Bean Coalition. Yeah, it says, people of Chicago, people of the world, people outside the Bean. There is still a man inside the Bean, and we need your help.
Amazing.
Here is the video where they say you can see the faint outline of the Man in the Bean.
Is this Stryker?
We gotta call his ass. Be like, where have you been? Free him.
So, have you been down to the Bean?
A couple years back, I've been multiple times, but last time I was there would have been 2 years ago.
So, I gotta think, really, having been to the Bean for the first time back in February, I gotta think while they're doing this, the black Israelites are just fucking pissed.
Right, this is our turf. This is our scene. Get out of here.
Get your ass away from this. You go on the other. You go on. No, you gotta go on the other side of the ice rink.
You can't be doing this, white boy.
You can't be doing this, white baby.
Yeah.
No, the man in the Bean is a black man,
of course. But yes,
he was put there by Yaakov.
Jacob put the black baby in the bean. To show you your mentalities, how this is going down. This city is a mind prison, just like the boy in the bean. You understand? I will give Creative Block credit because they did reach out to that alderman in question.
I thought you said they reached out to the black Israelites.
No, thank
God. Tried to create a parlay.
Yeah, it didn't work. It kind of fell apart right away. But no, they reached out to Riley, the alderman in question. Quote, I appreciate lighthearted parody as much as the next guy and have always welcomed public engagement. However, this online hoax has led to a heavy uptick in calls to my office. Unfortunately, answering the heavy volume of calls regarding this hoax is ultimately a distraction for my office from the real work we do for the 42nd Ward and City of Chicago each day. Anish Kapoor hasn't commented on the stunt. Would you if you were kidnapping babies? But his sworn adversary, the artist Stuart Semple, is loving it. He's advertising Airbnb stays in, quote, a place where art, mystery, and polished stainless steel collide, and from where guests can, quote, see the city from every angle without leaving your seat, thanks to the Bean's state-of-the-art one-way mirror shell. For $10, you'll get a signed and numbered key to the Bean and some jelly beans. And the website is a hoot. It says, stay inside Chicago's most iconic landmark. And so if you go through the process and you go, okay, 2 guests, check in this weekend, hosted by the Man in the Bean, super hosts, living here since infancy.
Host for 21 years.
14 reviews. Now, this is what I have to see, the reviews.
Meditation nook.
Uh-huh. Barbara writes, best night's sleep I've ever had. Once I stopped hearing my own chewing from 6 different directions. Liam writes, the mini bar is just a shelf with jelly beans, but honestly, worth it. Yvette writes, stayed for a week, never saw the sun directly. 10 out of 10 would reflect again. Yes, so the fake website Airbnb, and if you go through, there is a request that you tick the box that says, I confirm that I am not Anish Kapoor. You must confirm you are not Anish Kapoor, not acting on his behalf, nor are you Kapoor adjacent. I am going to order the Key to the Bean. That, to me, feels good, like a thing I should do.
This is actually a good bit.
I do like this bit. It's very much. Yeah, Stuart Simple. Key to the Bean, art edition by Stuart Simple, limited edition key, signed, plus a thing of jelly beans. So I'll be putting my credit card information here once the show is over, because that is a good bit, and I am loving it. Well, you know what is not a good bit?
Oh, no. What happened?
It's Crypto Scam of the Week.
You're listening to 48 Minutes of Dogs Barking, the podcast.
And now it's time for the Crypto Scam of the Week.
You may be familiar with Pump.fun, but did you know about Odin.fun?
Vaguely.
Odin.fun was the Twitter account at Odin_God of Runes, advertising in their bio lightning fast Bitcoin pump fun and AMM. So when they first announced in February, you could create meme coins in BTC. This week, they got hacked.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What happened?
Our wonderful companion in this journey, Molly White, writing for Web3isgoinggreat.com. Odin.fun, a Bitcoin-based meme coin launch pad, sort of like the popular Pump.fun, was exploited for 58.2 BTC, approximately $7 million. The attacker had apparently manipulated the price of various tokens, then withdrew Bitcoin based on the inflated prices. A team member, who goes by the name Bob Bodley, wrote this on Twitter. Today we discovered a major exploit in our liquidity AMM, which was introduced in our latest update. Several malicious users, primarily linked to groups in China, took advantage of this vulnerability to steal a significant amount of BTC from the platform. We are still assessing the exact amount of BTC lost, but as of right now, our company treasury isn't big enough to cover the losses. The remaining funds in the platform are safe. And of course, they are contacting law enforcement, yada, yada, yada. You can count on us to do everything in our power to make everyone whole, and so forth and so on. Not great. Peck Shield Alert, writing here on Twitter, an Odin_God of Runes community member reported that 58.2 BTC was drained from the platform. Hackers added liquidity, artificially inflated the token price, removed liquidity to receive BTC returns. And so, yeah, there's the graphs they provided there. There's Satoshi with a nice little artificial pump. And then they grabbed the... Yeah, just great. Fun stuff.
Amazing.
$7 million in
$7
all
million.
of
$7
20
million,
minutes.
Folks.
In all of about 20 minutes, as it
That's
looks
pretty
like.
good.
Yeah.
No, it is about 20 minutes. Yeah, 15-ish.
15-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm counting this
The
little...
cat bounce.
Yeah, a little bounce.
Yeah.
So, not great.
Yeah, none of this is FDIC insured.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is my like come to Jesus moment after some time we talk about crypto scam, but like, man, this feels like we're getting closer and closer to the end game.
Yeah,
because,
collapse. It feels like it's coming. Yeah.
Like the retail isn't coming back because they've gotten fucked over so bad over the last several years. But we have institutional money,
right?
And I feel like there's no new lands to conquer for crypto that doesn't involve just doubling down on scams and exploits like this.
Well, yeah, because like, is there a bottom? Because it doesn't feel like it to me.
I think really what this is going to look like, and this has been my pitch for the last couple of years, is that a lot of money is going to leave or be grifted or stolen, and you're going to have a half dozen or so projects that are able to limp along in one form or another while the rest of the space just craters. Mm-hmm. And what is the big bummer to me is that like this is just like another thing now that we have governments and big corporate institutions and banks and shit buying copious amount of cryptos, basically being the last ones to prop it up. We've just recreated the corporate meat world again, and now we've created a second layer of recreating the corporate meat world on the internet, but now it's something even more cynical and soulless.
Yeah, and that's the problem for me. I have a huge issue with stuff like this. I mean, this was first reported August 12th, which at the time of recording was 9 days ago. And the last post by Bob Bodley reporting on this was saying, again, this was a day ago, we are very close to reopening trading. It has been 9 days, 8 days as of that post. This is a platform that has not been able to do any trades because of a liquidity loss for more than a week.
Yeah, that's dire. Like people not fucking coding well, or being scammers, or people acting with some pretty terrible interests have created the space. There's not even like interesting ideas anymore. It's just, again, a race to the bottom. It's all memes. I saw someone trying to fucking promote a token that was like an AI hallucination that kind of looked like the dog with hat meme, but like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fucking depressing. Like,
yeah,
oh,
that
man.
shit sucks, bro.
Well, I always felt like when ChatGPT first hit that AI slop was going to be a really big part of like NFTs and AI and scammy projects, and it was to an extent. Never as bad as I thought.
Right.
And I think it's in part because NFTs have completely disappeared for the most part. I mean, Bored Apes and CryptoPunks have increased in value and in volume, trading volume.
Sure.
But how much of that's wash trading?
Well, that's the question. Yeah. You got to ask yourself.
You gotta ask yourself.
Was that 4 anti-Semitic statements or just 3?
You feel lucky, Mr. Producer?
All right, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Well, I guess it's time for our main segment, Brian. This one I hadn't thought about many a year, but something about some recent news about, kind of censorship in the UK got me thinking about British websites that did some fucking numbers back in the day. And the first one that came to mind was one, I didn't read a lot of it because obviously I'm not in the UK. I wasn't part of the club scene. I wasn't, throwing illegal parties, but they had some interesting shit going on. It's called Urban 75. Are you familiar with this at all?
Vaguely.
Okay. Well,
I knew it existed.
Well, Urban 75, according to their FAQ, which is still online, by the way, urban75.org. It's the number 7, the number 5. They refer to themselves as a Brixton-based UK non-profit independent site founded by a Cardiff City Football Club loving Welshman living in Brixton. The site's been online since 1995 with a DIY keep-it-cheap approach, meaning that the site has ended up being spread over 3 domains, urban75.com, urban75.org, and urban75.net, which was the bulletin boards. The entire site now attracts an excess of 250,000 page impressions per day, but remains independent and non-commercial. We continue to shun lucrative advertising and corporate sponsorship deals, with the site being run and maintained by the editor and moderating team. But what's it all about? Well, British politics, football, clubbing. They had games you could play on there. There was a whole tech section. A lot of good writing on the blog. There's a whole section about drugs.
Oh, hell yeah.
A bullshit-free guide.
2CB.
Uh-huh. The UK Drugs Helpline link, which is always nice. Selections of drugs books. 10 reasons to legalize all drugs. Right. We've got an outline of drug laws in the UK. Your rights on arrest. How to use drugs safely. Snorting, tooting FAQs. And legal advice for victims of date rape. And each drug info listing, by the way, does have its own entry. You said 2CB. Let's see.
Let's check out 2CB.
Oh, magic mushrooms, psilocybin. Okay, magic mushrooms. There are a dozen varieties that go wild in the UK, most popular being the Liberty Cap. Tells you when harvesting season is. 2CB is normally sold as a pill. Okay. Mm-hmm. Some people report that taking 2CBs with ecstasy, often called a party pack, can attenuate the hit. The effect is cumulative, and taking over 3 to 5 tablets can cause very powerful hallucinations that some find very disturbing. Okay. DMT, the businessman's lunch. 4-MTA or MTA1 or flatliners, a legally developed slimming aid and antidepressant. The biggest risk comes from users mixing 4-MTA with other drugs like cocaine and ecstasy. 4 recorded deaths in the UK as of 1999, but it should be noted that, quote, on its own, a flatliner will no more readily kill you than a tab of Prozac or Viagra.
Interesting.
So just one sliver of the site is about harm reduction, which I find deeply and truly fascinating. There is an entire page devoted to direct action, protest photos, a great page called 15 Reasons to be Angry. Now, again, this page might have been written a while back, but still real. Since 1960, the countries where the richest 20% of the world's peoples live have increased their share of gross world product from 73% to 83%. These rich countries are now 60 times better off than those where the poorest 20% live. And that's just argument one of reasons to be angry.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is still true.
Right.
Maybe the statistics are a little different, but what they're trying to get across.
Right. And they even link their arguments. Here's the link to the United Nations Development Program, right?
I mean, now you would say probably Elon Musk,
right,
or Jeff Bezos instead of Bill Gates.
But the principle of the thing is the same, right? We have a good reason to be pissed.
Yeah, like number 4, 358 people own as much wealth as half of the world's population. That's probably like what, like a dozen now?
Yeah,
I think,
probably.
Yeah.
See, and a lot of these links that are to the sources for these are sadly gone. Bread.org's list on world hunger, page not found. So, not great.
Good old-fashioned link rot.
They do have the magazine, Urban 75 magazine. Articles, photos, stories, snippets, and odds and sods, which I always love that phrase. The Guide to Online Trolling. If you ever, beware of a troll. This one mentions Usenet. If you spent any time in chat rooms, bulletin boards, or posting on Usenet, you may have come across one of these troublesome creatures. How to win Usenet arguments is one of the articles in the magazine.
Amazing.
Get friendly. Okay. Refer to your opponent by their first name. Criticizing your opponent's spelling or grammar will make you look pedantic. Far better to deliberately misread a message than follow up with an utterly incongruous statement. And if they make a factual error, no matter how small, make sure you're on hand to remind them of their error as often as possible. Boasting about how long you've been subscribed to a forum is not advised. Yeah, I've got a negative post count. 2009 re-reg,
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 steps, by the way, they say to
12 steps.
Win online.
This still applies today.
Mm-hmm. One of the things in the history about the site that I did read on the old Wikipedia there was that it originated from a football comic. It was an e-zine formed around football fans because they had a problem with a British law, the Criminal Justice and Public Order Act of 1994. Basically,
often referenced in a lot of British hip-hop.
Yes. It basically clamped down on a lot of the unlicensed rave parties, penalties for, antisocial behavior. The definition of rape was extended to include anal rape, previously prosecuted as buggery. So, okay, all right. Let's see. Offense of racially inflammatory publication was henceforth to be arrestable. Again, that's okay. I'm with that. Collective trespass, squatting, certain protest activities. There's a lot of stuff where it just was, this is not great. John Savage wrote of it, saying it's about politicians make laws on the basis of judging people's lifestyles. A lot of people thought that law was, kind of shit. And yeah, Autoshare did an EP on that. Orbital
will be here next couple months.
Yeah, they will. That's right. I did just see
fucking really interested to see how that show's going to go.
And I didn't know this until just reading this now, but yes, I didn't know what law they referred to in the song, but the Prodigy song, Their Law, which featured industrial band Pop Will Eat Itself.
Yeah.
Which the entire song is fuck 'em and their law. That's the only lyric.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a direct response to the
Orbital. Book. Damn.
Yeah, Dreadzone did Fight the Power. They quoted, they sampled Noam Chomsky on it. Noam Chomsky. So it was very, very unpopular.
It's time for your AAM nut crushing.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Well, because of that law, which was wildly unpopular with all the cool kids, Bluebird Jones was formed in response to that, and then they started Urban 75 shortly thereafter. Mike Slocum, editor and founder, has remained on for 30 years.
That's crazy.
Pretty damn dope. A lot of folks seem to think of them kind of as the UK equivalent of Something Awful, blaming them for problems, but also using them for content. Let's see here. 2002, Urban 75 entered the national news when Lambeth Police Chief Brian Paddock posted on the forums in order to discuss issues with Brixton's internet users while he was conducting a cannabis tolerance experiment. When tabloid press discovered Paddock's post on the site, a scandal ensued. In particular, the press highlighted one such post where Paddock has said, quote, "The concept of anarchy had always appealed to me." No disciplinary action was taken. He remained in his post for the next 5 years. Let's see here. July 2005, Rachel North posted on the forums her account of having been caught up in 2005 London bombings, which was then reposted on the BBC blog in the days following. October of the same year, a forum post titled "Can Squirrels Get Addicted to Crack?"
Amazing.
was picked up by the South London Press, leading to a number of national newspapers then also running the story. And then, of course, the 2006, they fucked with a petition supporting Tony Blair. The news story here, Galaxy of Saboteurs trashes Save the Blair campaign. A petition that is swiftly endorsed by the likes of Osama bin Laden, Oswald Mosley, and a splendidly youthful Jane Fonda / Barbarella. Yeah, keepingthefaith.org.uk put up this petition. The site described Anthony Charles Lyndon Blair. They have to go at him with his full name, Jesus, as the greatest labor leader of our time, and invited readers to sign a petition stating the belief that he should be allowed to get on with the job of Prime Minister, yada, yada, yada. All appeared to be going smoothly. But then, it says 9:27 a.m., Stuart Bruce, Jonathan McShane, Gordon Brown, Idi Amin, Osama bin Laden, Abu Hamza.
The last king of Scotland?
That's right. They continued on fucking with this poll. Many people adding names like Ming the Merciless, Sir Ian Blair, Lorna, will you marry me? Yes, darling Ken, I still love you too, you two-timing cunt. All right. After 11:10 and a further 6 pages of textual intercourse, this, by the way, according to the Register, the message went out, quote, "It takes HTML." And indeed, the petition had been set up so users could enter anything in the name field, and so they did, adding another 7 pages of photos, party-colored curses, and scrolling marquees. The site stuttered to a halt at 1:30 in the afternoon.
This is like a pro RNC printer.
Yes.
This feels very Bruce Dackler.
Yes. Yes, we Lord Boner Hitler, yes.
We Lord Boner.
But yes, so that's one of the many, many things.
Amazing.
That Urban 75.
God.
What
a beautiful time.
I'm telling you, the amount of content on this website just about footy is staggering.
Yeah.
Online chat and the law. This one, can you post your way into jail, is the question. In a move sure to please football fans arguing the toss on bulletin boards all over the UK, a High Court judge has ruled that lively banter of a, quote, strictly defamatory nature can still be so trivial that the man can't always force board owners into revealing posters' identities. Sheffield Wednesday Football Club chairman Dave Allen, CEO Cavan Walker, and 5 directors tried to force Neil Hargraves, owner of the fans' bulletin board owlstock.co.uk, into revealing the identity of 11 bulletin board posters accused of pursuing a, quote, sustained campaign of vilification against them. The club were all hot and bothered about a grand total of 14 messages, all posted under pseudonyms, which they claimed were defamatory. So the High Court, of course, said, no, they're just talking shit. Why would you, why on earth would you want to do all this? Interesting concepts coming out of the UK there. But yeah, to go through all the different sections of the website would be fucking wild. But they did. I mentioned Bluebird Jones because that's where the comics came from. We've got Doom and Despair Man, more about the football team coping with failure. I'm not a soccer or football guy. Right. I mean, very 90s, hey, we read Zap comics once. We like Baggy. We like... God.
This
like
really
Robert Crumb.
feels in the weeds.
Very online webcomic about a niche interest, fantasizing about your main character getting molested in French jail. So fun. But yeah, man, direct action. They had the boycott the bastards. Here's the top 5 things to boycott as of Nestle, okay, Nike, Procter and Gamble, Shell, and Esso, okay, ExxonMobil in the U.S. Still good companies to boycott, just in general.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
That. I like that.
Still true. Amazing. Yeah. Probably a 20-year-old piece.
Oh yeah, but yeah, maybe it's still around. You can still read their
it feels like
How to Have a Free Party: The Essential Guide to Putting on a Free Party. This was 2002. It was actually a repost from shnews.org.uk. But yes, it tells you what you'll all need to start a warehouse rave of your own. The sarcastic do's and don'ts at the end. Partygoers, do poke bits of metal into unknown boxes on the wall with colored lights saying, "Beam me up, Scotty." Do believe the police when they tell you the party's canceled, as they never lie, and on no account bother to try to find a different way onto the site, returning 40 miles to your flat to watch tally. Just a neat little site. There's some great history. It's well worth your read. It's still up. You can access it anywhere. We do have the Punch Gallery. This, I think, is my favorite because it does kind of track with that Joe cartoon celebrities in a blender type of attitude. Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Phil Collins. We have a Punch Phil Collins. Oh, no. It's not working. Punch a DJ. Okay. Slap a superstar DJ, Paul Oakenfeld. No matter how many times you look at this photo, only one word comes across to mind. Wanker. Okay. So some of these aren't quite working properly. It's a sad state of affairs. Again, if you really want to see a website at the height of its powers, we've got the entire review of the Tascam GTR1 portable guitar bass recorder.
I remember when this came out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly certain.
2008 it says,
It's okay.
Not bad. Came with a 1 gig SD card.
Chargeable battery.
The brand new USB 2.0, so super fast.
Super, wow, crazy.
And it did come with 80 rhythm tracks. So
yeah.
Not bad.
I mean, it's got fucking dual stereo mics and all that. So probably one terrible field recorder and all that.
I've always drooled over this Tascam to DP04, but...
Yeah, the Porter Studio, yeah.
Yeah, what a blast in the past. Go check it out yourself, urban75.org. You can read all these articles about footy and drugs and tech reviews from the early 2000s. It's a trip. I'm so glad it's still around.
Yeah.
Just even as like a time capsule. Because even, they might not have anything new on there. It doesn't look like it anyway.
Yeah, and, it's just really neat that it exists.
Right, and obviously the web design, definitely stuck in the late 90s, early 2000s. Definitely has that made for smaller monitors kind of look to it. According to their FAQ/about page, they've been called by the Daily Telegraph, quote, probably the finest and best designed independent site in Britain. They've been called one of the best 100 websites in the world by FHM magazine. But they've been called cutting edge culture and satire by The Guardian. And Time Out called them a top 50 London website and London's #1 community website. All this talk about British internet censorship, right? Age verification and all that. I'm surprised this site's still around based on just that, right?
I thought this was going to be a segue into a very British shot.jpg.
No, sadly.
I was getting I could feel my sphincter tightening up. I'm like, oi, what's this then? Oi, you ain't shaking in me mouth again. Oh, she's shaking me mouth. Oh, she's shaking. Oh,
no.
Oh, you fucking tosser.
No, but it is shot.jpg time.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Shock.jpg.
Sadly, tragically, very American.
Oh, no.
Courtesy of our good friends over at...
Turn up. Put your dick in that burger. He's doing it. He's put his dick in the burger.
No. Courtesy of our friends over at Evil Angel, though. It is, I've been calling it a new way to eat cereal. And it is a woman with her ass in the air.
I'm taking my glasses off.
Cereal and milk inside her asshole. And her topless friend is digging the Fruit Loops out of her asshole, eating them, and going like, "Ah, this is so good!" Ha ha ha. A new way to eat cereal, Brian.
Oh, what's this thing?
Yeah.
What if eating ass but too much?
Yeah,
the
no.
Black Mirror
A
version.
little too much. Yeah, and that was a mainstream-ish porno company, Evil Angel, that put that out. That was a surprise to me.
Everyone looks clean-ish.
No, and you would have to be if you're going to eat out of it, obviously. But
I mean, that was a brand new speculum. That was
clearly.
Yeah, that wasn't something they bought at the Goodwill.
And this obviously is 20 seconds of a much larger video. God only knows what else they were doing with that poor woman's asshole. But she's like in that weird position where like she cannot be enjoying this at all. This has to be hell on her back.
Yeah, I was saying on your back, it's got
Her chiropractor bills have to be through the roof, but
yeah.
I guess per scene what she makes.
But imagine
makes up
all the
for
money
it, or-
she's saving on not having to wash those cereal bowls.
It's true.
Even though
It
she's
adds
not
up.
the one enjoying the cereal.
That is true. Yeah, the woman with her tits out.
Boy,
is
I
enjoying
mean,
the cereal.
you also got to think about what's got to feel like having like all that milk and stuff like roll like through your colon and your intestines.
Yeah, I just
Giving yourself like a milk enema.
Wow.
Gotta be insane shit afterwards.
Oh God, yeah, I can't even imagine. I mean, I got problems eating cereal the normal way. You know, so
I don't know.
it just milk doesn't treat me nice normally.
Oh,
God,
I like go through these phases where I'll eat like a shit ton. Like I'll have to have cereal like breakfast for every morning.
yeah.
And then like I won't touch this shit for like 2 months.
I do that too. I did that with these cheese bagels I was buying. I got them like for a month straight. I ate them every day, and now I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this. I don't wanna do
Gotta
this
switch
anymore.
it up. I have my staples and stuff that I kind of just like rotate through. But every once in a while, I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta get some good ass cereal.
I gotta get it. You know.
Something tasty, high fiber.
Oh yeah. Well,
I be shitting.
Look, I'm a sucker for the frosted mini wheats, high fiber and sugar out the ass. It's great. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
best of both worlds. Yeah,
This shit's flying out. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm just thinking like, the cereal milk's gotta taste a little different. Yeah, you almost
A little bit.
spat out
Just a
your
little
beer.
bit. A little bit.
A little bit. I'm just thinking like this has got to be a different sensation for everyone involved. Like, also
Oh, the
like
spoon scraping against the side of
oh,
your because they're
do
using
you
a metal
have to like
spoon.
pick her up by the hips and like get the last bit out?
Just tilt her back a little bit. Come on,
Oh,
give me that little bit.
I didn't know the cereal had corn in it.
No, those performers, they're cleaned out. They do a whole prep. They do.
They're professionals.
They have to be. I mean, geez, nobody wants to see doo doo, unless you're
Max Hardcore.
I was gonna say unless you're
When's he
specifically
getting out of jail? Hey, you know what, Jamie? Pull it up. When's Max Hardcore
When
getting out?
when is Max Hardcore getting out? Let's see, Max. No, I got to do it incognito with this shit. I'm not fucking around with this. What the hell am I doing?
What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
That hurt like hell.
46 months. Okay, so that was 2008. So he should be out by now.
Yeah. What's he up to? Is he running for?
Yeah, he spent 2.5 years in prison till 2011.
Oh, he died.
Yeah.
I didn't know he died. They buried him with lipstick on his asshole.
All of his co-stars came around to piss on his grave. Yeah.
Other names: Vince Hardcore,
Uh-huh.
Paul Hardcore, Video Paul, Sam Smythe, Max Steiner, and the final one, Rex Reamer.
Rex Reamer, yeah. Video Paul just sounds like a character in like a really shitty D&D podcast. Yeah, Video Paul is he rolls a persuasion check.
Oh, he had thyroid cancer. What a shame.
Yeah.
Thyroid cancer. When he was hospitalized for an infection in his throat. How do you get that?
Yeah.
Do you think he got from eating too much pussy?
Yeah, obviously. Him and Michael Douglas.
Okay, actor Michael Douglas.
Him and gay actor Michael Douglas eating too much pussy. They ate it all. There's none left.
What a preposterous thought. Eating all the pussy.
Preposterous.
Orson Welles, just.
Yeah.
Oh, you're being to tell me.
That a man of this stature would eat all the pussy.
All the pussy. That's preposterous. If you believe that, Chairman Mao's got some truth for you.
A damnable lie if I've ever heard one. Yeah.
Well, charlatan you are.
I was thinking of Stephen A. Smith when I said preposterous, though. So crab rangoons. Things of that nature.
It's time for your mom's favorite part of the show. It's time for the breath mint.
It's time. So what do you got for us, Brian?
I ate shit ton of Armenian food.
Hey, there you go.
It's pretty good. Blessing of the grapes. Man, Orthodox Christianity is a trip, man.
I had a couple of Greek neighbors, and yeah, it's
just like we can do this serious religious shit. And they're like, let's get fucked up.
Yeah. Let's eat fucking an insane amount of food.
Hang the fuck out.
Yeah.
Dance.
Yeah.
Talk shit.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
The religious thing is almost an afterthought. It's like just a reason to do the other stuff.
We're doing the blessing of the grapes. It's a nice thing, thoughtful thing. And then like, all right.
But they don't come for that.
No.
You
do the thing, it's nice. And then you break out the Armenian brandy. The Arat, I believe it's called.
I think so, yeah. You brought some over. It was delightful.
We let the Armenian brandy do the talking that day. Just huge smorgasbord of food. Speaking of pooping.
Yeah, right.
Shit's been perfect.
I was going to say.
Something in that reset my gut bacteria, and I am just living large.
Sweet. Nothing but net every time.
Yeah, dude, it's just absolutely just living my best life. Light as a cloud.
Woo.
I feel like I'm Muhammad Ali good Muhammad, not late Muhammad Ali.
Right. In his prime. Yeah.
Right after he stopped being Cassius Clay.
Yes.
Saw Less Than Jake for the first time in a million years. Last time I saw Less Than Jake, I did a shot with Krista Marquez, and then I got home and found out my grandpa was dead.
Jesus, dude. That's a fucking complicated moment. Yeah.
Oh, there's another layer to that. I just started my job at Whole Foods that day. So it was my first day of a new job.
Oh my God.
And I had to like call my manager and be like, hey, I swear to God, I'm not flaking. My grandfather just passed away. I got to go to Texas for a couple days. And he's like, oh shit, man, like do what you need to do, be in contact with us. Like, like if you need some time, like it's cool. And at the time I was also working in Guitar Center.
Oh, wow.
Because they're both part-time jobs.
Sure.
Fucking economy. I call fucking Guitar Center, tell my manager, like, hey, my grandfather died last night. I gotta go to Texas. And he responded with like, oh, so this is what we're just deciding to do?
We're just having grandpas die now, huh?
Oh, so you just think like your grandpa died, you can like skip out and work.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. So Less Than Jake, though.
Less Than Jake. I really just wanted to think of like, well, I know I have more things to shit talk on this guy. Somehow kiss his ass way up the company and still looks like a dipshit. Dressed like he was the third member of Dredson Dolls, and I honestly used to tease him relentlessly about it. I have no regrets.
I can't say that I can think of a single one. Get his ass.
Anyway. My shitty old boss at Guitar Center notwithstanding, Chris Samakis, I did a shot with him. He's fucking tall.
Oh, yeah.
He's a fucking big motherfucker. I mean, I've met him a few times, but I always forget, like, he doesn't have... it's like from a distance, it's like, it's just a dude.
Right. You don't think... there's no way this man is this tall. And then
the way this guy's like 6 foot.
Right, and then you get up close to him and you go, oh, shit. Actually, there is a way.
He can totally... His big hands can like totally just... Yeah, probably really gentle hugger.
Probably a tender and caring lover as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, anyways, hadn't seen Less Than Jake forever. Really forgot that for all of my strong and fast hot takes about ska punk, that they're probably one of the best to ever do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Hell of an entertaining set, and what a fucking tour. It was them. Suicide Machines, breaking those guys out of retirement. Ooh, it was good. Oh, I never thought I'd get to see Suicide Machines, even though I'm not necessarily a huge fan.
Still, legendary band.
Legendary.
Yeah.
So much fucking fun. Fishbone.
Oh.
One of the greatest shit shows you can see on stage.
One of the best to ever do it.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Makes no sense. I don't know what's going on half the time, but it's so I mean, it's probably my third or fourth time seeing them.
I saw them a bunch in the early 90s, yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun. So confusing. It's such a
what is their deal?
What is their... I mean, I know what they're... But there's been so many people have cycled in and out. Yeah. So Angelo's like the main dude left. So many folks have cycled through that band. It's kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, Chim Chim's Badass Revenge, that's the one I had on cassette. Oh, baby. What a record.
Oh, so much fucking fun. And then also Catbite were on the bill.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So really fun. Yeah, they brought Brittany out to do a couple songs.
Right.
And they had the keyboardist whose name, I forget her name off the top of my head, but she came out and played saxophone on a couple early tracks in their set. Super fucking fun. They're strange people.
Oh, yeah. In the best way, though.
Angelo is very intense. I've met him a few times. I just remember when they would play the Firebird, they had a sound engineer that was kind of old school in the way that it felt like he probably had like a lady in each town. And he was mixing. I remember him mixing from the Crow's Nest at the Firebird with just like some girl, like handful of ass, trying to get dialing the drums. I'm like, God, this is a whole other vibe. Having to light fucking incense to cover up all the weed smell. It was such a wild time. But there's really nothing like seeing Fishbone. No. It's such a singular experience. If you haven't done it, you got to do it at least once.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like this was the tour because it was just such a good energy, such a great vibe, such a great crowd. Just, I mean, Catbite, or like the ska band for people that hate ska.
You know, entry-level ska stuff for people who are more into the more, you know, Mitski type of indie punk stuff.
The signal-to-noise ratio for like ska music in general is probably only rivaled by metal.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that's good is really, really good, and then the rest of it's just pretty much dog shit.
I would say if you find someone on a Ska Network compilation or who has performed with Jur, they're pretty safe. Jur's got some quality control. Jur plays amazing ska music, and they know like the people to get in with. That's how I heard about Catbite, was through Jur and through Ska Network. So if you're looking for the good stuff, pretty well curated on that end.
And there's someone that goes to shows in the St. Louis area that has what the fucking Stamps.com fucking podcast guy, Mark Marion.
Mark Maron.
Mark Maron, sorry, yeah, Mark. Maron.
It was Mark Maron.
Because I don't think about Mark Maron, except for the Come Town bits making fun of him. But there's someone that goes to shows in St. Louis that has a Mark Maron bumper sticker that I always think is Ian Finance. And it always bums me out so much when I realize it's not Ian. I'm like, oh, another fucking freak like me. And it's,
no, it's not.
Mark Maron. Hi, I'm Mark Maron. I'm going to teach you how to make chlorine gas for Stamps.com.
Mark Maron.
Mark, first of all, you got to find out where your local furry convention is. Hang out by the pool. If the Cookie Monster were baking, how long would it take the Cookie Monster to... I'm just asking questions here with Mark Maron.
No. I love you, but no. I understand that you're being ironic, but some people will not. Right?
I know it's going to get clipped one day.
Yeah.
And I just have to explain, like, well, no, it's a joke because, like, it obviously fucking happened.
Right. There's no question in anyone's mind that it happened. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. No.
Yogi, you can't be talking like that. I'm just asking questions. I'm just noticing patterns.
Noticing. Big quotes, yeah.
Noticing.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. Really going back to every single time I see this car, I'm like, oh, Ian, because I think Ian's such an amazing train wreck.
Right.
And he's a big Catbite fan, I believe. I'm probably sure he's a fan of every band that was on that bill on some level. Mm-hmm. Have you seen his new shirt?
No.
It's like the Morton Salt Girl, but it's him. And instead of like the salt coming out, it's like he's got like a carton of cigarettes and Lucy's are falling out. It's so fucking good.
That's brilliant.
God, yeah.
Big fan.
The Ian Finance episodes of Come Town, highly recommended. If you just want, if you want to see someone get dunked on harder than Adam,
yes, which is also enjoyable. But yes.
Anyways, less than Jake. I would say go see this tour, but it ended like a night or two ago.
Damn it! I'm a big fan of all of those bands. So
yeah.
Some people still go to shows. I not so much, as you've noticed.
What you got for me? You got Mrs. Davis.
I got Mrs. Davis. Have you heard of this? Have you seen this? Have you know about this? All right. So I know you have a hard on for David Lindelof, and you don't want to see anything he's ever been involved in, and that's unfortunate because Mrs. Davis is probably the stupidest, but also the most interesting thing he's done in a while. Story about a nun who has been hiding out in a convent for like 7 years after the death of her father in a world that has basically been taken over by a seemingly benevolent artificial intelligence who goes by the name Mrs. Davis. Simone is pulled out of the convent by a childhood friend who enlists her to help him and his anti-AI organization thwart the plans of Mrs. Davis, the AI. Plan of Mrs. Davis, the AI, is to find the Holy Grail. For reasons so far in the series I have not been able to figure out. It is bonkers. It's surreal, but it's also grounded. The nun, played by Betty Gilpin, if you remember her from Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling or Glow, and The Hunt, that movie about people hunting, the rich hunting people for sport. She's the lead, and plays the lead there, and boy, just what a fun. It's fun. It's fun in a way that...
How can one watch this?
Peacock is where it is currently.
Okay.
What a show!
What a show, folks.
I'll hit the trailer for you here. Let's see.
Okay, you know what? That doesn't look terrible.
It's very silly. You've got Margot Martindale. You've got just some great little character actors. You'll have to see some of these folks, and it's a hoot so far. Again, I'm only about 4 episodes of 8 in so far, but I'm enjoying the living hell out of it. And I think eerily prescient. The show came out in 2023. The AI in the show is everywhere, and it's speaking through earpieces, and people are just basically like relying on it, like people do now with Claude or with ChatGPT.
Yeah,
so
Gemini. Mm-hmm. Well, I started my new job, in the orientation booklet were like their like do's and don'ts for using AI, and I'm like, y'all don't have to worry about me using ChatGPT for anything. Y'all are good.
The other thing that I have this week is Chuck Tingle's second non-Tingleverse book, Bury Your Gaze.
I've heard good things about this.
It is fantastic. As much as I loved his first non-Tingleverse book, Camp Damascus, this, I think, is a much stronger book. It's about a television writer who is in the closet, who is asked to literally bury his gaze. If you're not familiar with the term, it just means that the writer has been asked to tone down or kill off a gay character in a given work of fiction. In this story, the writer has been asked to do the very same thing, and he refuses. And after he refuses, weird shit starts happening. Characters from his older horror books and movies that he wrote are now real and are coming after him. And so it's a book about corporate IP, and it's a book about what it means to be closeted some places and not in others. It's an interesting twist on kind of a inside baseball type of genre, because some of you may know the Chuck Tingle lore, but apparently there's a lot of talk about the fact that Chuck Tingle is actually an actor of some renown, allegedly. There's some word on the street that Chris Pine may be Chuck Tingle. We don't know that for sure, and the voice on Chuck Tingle's podcast certainly does not sound like Chris Pine, but he could be hiring a ringer to do the show for him, so who knows? The writing about the Hollywood industry does feel very grounded, and it does feel like someone who knows these things. There's a very obvious riff on Warner Brothers in there, an extended one, in fact, that becomes one of the main antagonists in the book is the fake Warner Brothers themselves. The company, not the actual Warner Brothers. But just an interesting idea. There's even a couple of Chris Pine jokes in the book that make me go, okay, well, Chuck knows that this is a thing that people say about him. Okay, all right, he's aware of it. And it also has a brief little reference to Camp Damascus, which was the other book. So it's kind of interesting stuff. I love to read Chuck's work, Tingleverse or No, and immediately after I finished this, I find out he's got a brand new one. He's got a third book out now.
He's just a machine, man. He's goddamn.
Yeah, his brand new one is called Lucky Day, and I cannot wait. I'm very excited. Bury Your Gaze was so good. I think I gave it on the Goodreads there. I gave it about a 4, which is rare for me. I do not often give books higher than like 3.5. Giving a book a 4 is high praise. I'm picky.
I'm glad that you have the attention span to keep reading.
I just started Buffalo Hunter, Stephen Graham Jones, Native American author. He wrote the wonderful...
Is it like Kill la Kill?
No, no, sadly, there are no magical girls or anything like that in this. It's more like this weirdly, I can't even begin to describe it. So it's a modern person finding their great grandfather's journal, rewriting it for a modern audience. It's fascinating stuff. I haven't got that far into that one to give you any kind of real detail or analysis, but Stephen Graham Jones is a favorite. Angel of Indian Lake, My Heart is a Chainsaw, and he also wrote The Only Good Indian. Fantastic. Him, Grady Hendrix, a couple others are just leading this kind of new horror renaissance for me. So anytime I see any one of their names on a book, I'm like, gotta have it, gotta see it, gotta read it.
Last night, hello movie night with a lady, and decided to keep it rolling.
Yeah.
On the John Wick verse.
Okay.
And John Wick 3 Parabellum.
Yeah, what did you think of John Wick 3?
I feel like the story's getting a little long in the tooth. The action, the set pieces are as great as they've ever been. There's some really amazing choreography. It really feels like a love letter to the art of movie violence. Keanu Reeves is fantastic. Lawrence Fishburne and his limited role in this movie.
I know.
Crushes it.
I know. And it's good seeing them together. That's nice.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Halle Berry cameo?
It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fun character, and there's a lot, and like, or just even like the fucking when he's in the library and Ernest,
right?
Just like who obviously is supposed to be some sort of Anthony Sugar type of guy. It's just such a fun movie, despite what criticisms I have. I just had such a great time. It's so much cool. It just feels like, what if we just made a movie that was fun? Ian McShane is great.
Oh, he always has been in these. Yeah.
Lance Reddick,
my dog.
Sorry, he's I think probably the most screen time he's had in any of the movies to this point.
And he was supposed to be the focus of this follow-up show that apparently is not going to see the light of day now.
That is a shame. On so many ways.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just like it's such a great premise of like, what if like every kind of odd, out of place person you saw on the street in a big city were like secretly part of a cabal of assassins?
The concept is strong. It doesn't always work as well as you think it would be, like story wise, but scene to scene, it's always thrilling to watch these movies.
I feel like the back third of that movie drug a little. There's the high points are super great. There's a lot the fight with the killer that was contracted by the table to kill John Wick, who's also a fanboy.
Yeah,
it's such a great dynamic.
Yes, I did wish they had more of that, given that more screen time, but so it goes.
To be fair, the movie is also trying to do a lot, and
it's also it feels long for whatever reason. It felt like it dragged, like you said. It felt long, and I also had that same problem with the fourth one. But you'll see if you follow through with the fourth one, and then Ballerina.
I heard the Ballerina is fun,
but they do set up the whole Ballerina thing in 3, so that's kind of nice. If you've
it's a fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously,
which is nice.
Yeah, some elements to its detriment,
right?
But ultimately, like if I want to watch a movie that's well shot, well performed as far as stunts and fight scenes. I mean, beating the shit out of a fucking 7-foot dude with a book. Such a the choreography it just feels like a love letter to the art of like movie stunts and fight scenes and the shit at the beginning when he's in Chinatown.
Chinatown scenes, yes.
And him and one of the guys, the triad guys, they both realize they're in a fucking building, in a hallway full of knives and shit, and ends up being a great fight scene. One guy ends up with like several knives in him, still fucking trying to fight, and it's just there's so much visceral stuff and stuff that you don't see in movies, like because either the practical effect is it's too fidgety, or because there's just an easier way to do this.
Yeah, we're gonna do CGI squibs or whatever. Yeah. I think there have been a few that really do it well. Obviously, the John Wick movies, but I think the one that really got me was Boy Kills World. It got the Skarsgård, but he doesn't talk. No, it's John Benjamin, or H. John Benjamin, who does the voiceover.
Oh, I can't do it because I just sound like fucking Brock from.
You sound like Patrick Warburton, yeah.
Hey, Doc. Someone else the pussy again.
But it is interesting because it's like, okay, there's a voiceover that only you, the audience, can hear, substituting for his internal monologue, and that one is very much cut from the same cloth as the Wickiverse, as I've been calling it, because now Ballerina's out. Nobody with Bob Odenkirk was also very much cut from that same cloth. Love Hurts with Keiki Kwan. Mm-hmm. So we are getting kind of a rash of John Wick-alikes, if you will.
Nobody was fun, though.
Nobody was great. And Love Hurts was great. I liked it.
Yeah.
But John Wick, are you going to stick on? Or are you going to try for 4?
I mean, God, at this point.
Well, yeah, you're in it, yeah.
Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound. And I've enjoyed the movies so far, even, despite being able to give some criticism. On the whole, just having a great time.
Well, nothing would be fun if you couldn't criticize it. There's always going to be some angle where you have to be like, well, this could have been better.
But Keanu Reeves' John Wick is, the pit bull.
Right.
God, they got the cutest dog in the world.
It was a very sweet baby, yes.
Folks, movies are back.
Movies, cinema. Yeah.
And now I understand why so many people were like losing their shit over these movies over the last 5 or 6 years.
Oh yeah. They're very clearly made with care and love. People who just want to see kick-ass action movies. And so they decide, we're going to make our own.
Yeah.
Which is probably the best reason to want to make an action movie to begin with. You want to see a kick-ass action movie. Well, we'll make one then.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Well, I guess that means that it's time to tell people where to find us online. Brian.
Gosh, if you want to tell me where the best and the tightest jorts can be found, you can find me over on Instagram at a music photographer. You can find me at iShotGuidBoard, ISHOTGUIDBORD, over on Twitter and the Blue Sky. I don't know why I was doing it like the I'm tired. But
I'll take a nap and then continue with your outro.
You can find me over there. You can also go over to the Arts STL, the last and only good media website left in St. Louis. I think my ghost piece is actually getting posted. I actually was able to drag that motherfucker over the finish line.
Very nice.
Apparently it's some good writing. I don't know. I'll let the world be the judge and let it affect me way too much. You can also check out my portfolio over at AssheleMusicPhotographer.com.
Nice.
Jason, where can they tell you to find the Helen Keller Labubu?
Helen Keller Labubus are for sale at all. No, you can find me as Video Crime on most social media websites, with the exception of Instagram, where I am spending a lot of time these days. There, I am Laser Goose CEO. That's laser with an S, because I know how to spell it. You can also find me as part of a show that's not this one. It's called Submitted for the Approval of the Midnight Pals. On that one, well, I play a fictionalized version of horror icon Stephen King, and boy, season 2 is coming to an end very soon. Can't wait to see what we do next year. Get in on the ground floor of midnight-pals.simplecast.com, or anywhere podcasts are sold, just search Midnight Pals. As for this show, well, you can get a hold of us a number of ways. Give us a call, 314-246-9766. That's 314-AHOY-POO, if you like to spell with your telephone. You can also text us at that number, or if you don't feel comfortable doing either of those things, totally understandable, millennials and whatnot, shoot us an email, Jason at 8 minutesofdogsbarking.com, Brian with a Y at 8 minutesofdogsbarking.com. Support the show, patreon.com/48minutesofdogs. There we do our weekly post-show hangout called Thanks I Hate It, a freak out called The Mind Zone, and the punishment tier. If you get in at the $10 punishment tier level before the end of the year, you will get a chance to tell us what exactly punishment that you want us to do. So please do, because the only thing I can think of is to drink a lot of beer. Last year, we did the 90-minute commentary track on the Japanese puke fetish video, Garo Monster Home Delivery, so we kind of have to beat that. As we always say at this time, namaste, good luck, give mommy a good gut fucking 25th Amendment. Eat the knife. Who ate all the pussy? Who ate all the pussy? Who ate all the pussy?
Hamas.
Well, okay, I do finally condemn them then.